What's going on, everybody? So I wanted to show this video to show how I've been editing content with AI and creating with AI and using voice to text in Airtable. So all of this that I'm going to be showing is in Airtable. So let's jump into the screen. What I'm going to do is I have this Airtable interface that I've created to be mobile friendly, but I'm going to jump into posts and automatically it's going to bring up my post for the next 7 days. And I know I want to go create this post on the AI co-builder, which just launched recently. It basically creates Airtable interfaces and Airtable apps for you. Within this post that I'm going to create, I have a few deliverables. And what I really use AI the most for is writing copy. We're going to jump into this Airtable app and I'm going to click into content and we're going to use voice to text. And the purpose of this is I just want to use voice to text so I can talk through what I want to write into the post. And then it's going to help me write the post in the format that works for that platform. So if I click on this little microphone in the bottom right, it's going to allow me to do voice to text. So what I think is super exciting about Airtable AI Co-Builder is it shortens the development time. So I think it's super exciting. Co-Builder shortens the development time of new apps by, I would say, at least 40%. It makes things more efficient right now. I can use a prompt and it will let me generate an app with forms, interfaces, and a data structure that makes sense. What really excites me about Airtable AI Co-Builder, however, is basically what's to come. What's to come is I anticipate there's going to be a lot coming with AI Co-Builder. One thing is I think they'll enable the ability to inject your own data, whether that be CSVs or existing databases. I think another potential in the future is to take your existing bases and say, build me a financial dashboard on this, or make a resource allocation timeline interface on this, or build me a external user portal for the users in this table where they can see this table, this table, this table, and they only have access to these records in this table. I think those things will be huge in the future. I think right now AI Co-Builder saves us time in the beginning of a new base. Right now, I think it saves around that 40% on building a new base. A lot of the tedious things we were doing, like creating interface pages, interface detail pages, I think it's going to reduce the time in the future to do tedious tasks such as building those interface pages and detail pages on top of existing bases. Right now, it also helps out with some initial forms, and adding all the relevant fields to these pages is also something that right now takes up a lot of time. I think in the future, it allows us to save 40% of our time overall on building and maintaining different bases and building new workflows on top of existing bases. I think it saves a lot more time in the future than what you may see right now. I've also heard people wanting to see, kind of rumors around wanting to see, can the AI co-builder analyze their base and suggest improvements based on how could these automations be improved for efficiency? Where is their database structure incorrect? And wanting to see things like that. The team has also already used AI Co-Builder for a number of different bases just to see what it can do. And it's super promising for how we can start clients off and get them that 40% of the way there on day one as we're gathering requirements. It's also super impressive to see how much it can take and make the right database choices as far as the design of the tables, how they link together, get initial interface pages set up, initial detail pages set up, and it's super exciting to see what Airtable has created here and see where this takes them, especially now with their new AI acquisition recently. They recently acquired, I believe it's a company called Dopt as an acqui-hire to expand their AI capabilities. So I'm super excited to see where Airtable can increase their functionality with Co-Builder and the other native features of Airtable. Okay, so once you have used the voice to text like I just did, is I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to say reviewer notes. This is a feature that I've built into this Airtable. Let's disable AI because I think this is the workflow that it works. Reviewer notes. Take what I just did with voice to text and make it into a LinkedIn post with a clear hook around Airtable AI Co-Builder saving 40% of your time now, but 60% of your time in the future managing Airtable bases. Make it a LinkedIn post where each line is just one sentence long and write it as clearly as possible. So there's my reviewer notes. Now I'm going to enable AI on the mobile. And this AI assist field is currently generating, but that is going to return to me a edited post. So I think this is mainly good. Let's see. I could tell it to be less AI, or I could give it more prompts. But what I do from here is what I will do is come in here and copy what exists here. So copy that, come back up to this post, select all, paste. And now I will give it a new prompt. So I'll say shorten this post and put the numbers in the headline. Those numbers are the 40% and 60% numbers. Make the post clearer and more concise while also still engaging. Now the AI assist is going to be generating, and it's going to write me a new post. And I could keep going through that for multiple iterations, but now I've written this post pretty quick. It looks like what it missed there is it's not on one line anymore. Like each line is more than one sentence. So I'm going to go back into this and say, make each line only one sentence. I'm going to click done. Now it's going to be regenerating right now, and then it's going to be a nice post. So that's how I created this post. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's super cool. You can see the post right there. Let me know anything in the comments if you want to see how I did this or what prompt I'm using in there. But this is one of my favorite use cases of AI that I'm actually using almost on every LinkedIn post. Voice to text, AI editing, basically.